that's definitely one that we wanted, but come on, not as much as the next one we're going to talk about. Finally,
Yes.
we have it. VC3. Okay, welcome everyone to the channel, and thanks for joining us as we give our reactions to today's Hasbro Pulse Fanstream announcements for March. Martin's here as always to talk through the reveals with me. We had, Martin, a bunch of TVC figures on display by the Hasbro team today, as well as a few Black Series announcements. So let's get straight into it, shall we? First up, they went through the TVC stuff, and there was quite a bit of it, starting with the Dengar update, VC01, where it all started. Now that's
Yep.
on a new card back though, with a better face sculpt. What were your thoughts for this one?
Yeah. Again, I mean, VCO1 obviously was one of the first ones, being the first one that I collected. So, I wasn't going to pick it up, but the fact that they've given it a new card back is absolutely awesome. I love the image. As you say, it's got an updated facial
Photo
sculpt,
real face sculpt, isn't
photo
it?
real,
Yeah.
sorry, which is absolutely brilliant. Really, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's great for all those collectors that weren't able to pick him up the first time, because obviously on the secondary market he's very expensive now to buy the original. But also for those of us who collect the cards, and want the image and don't open their figures, it's great as well, because we've now got an alternate image, which is
Yeah.
fantastic. So yep, great start, I thought. Really, really happy with this.
Yeah.
Nothing more to say about it, really, though.
Yeah.
Phil, don't
No, agree. It is a better sculpt. Cool looking card back. I do have VCO1, so whether I get this one, I'm not sure. We'll see. Up next, they showed off the pipelined land speeder. The box is like it sort of harpens back to the old Kenner box style, which is quite nice. We actually got to see the land speeder as well, which looks brilliant, I think.
Mm.
What did you think? Is this one you've had
Yeah.
before, or?
No, do you know what? I've never collected the vehicles in the vintage collection. Obviously the HasLabs, but not the actual vehicles themselves. But I'll
Okay.
definitely be picking this one up. I mean, it obviously because it comes with a car back, and then, but we'll get into that in a minute. But
Yeah.
the land speeder itself, I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic. And as you mentioned, that obviously all the vintage collection box art and card art, harkens back to Kenner. But they've also, recreated a scene from the film on the other side of the box, which, again, something that they've started doing, which again, I think is fantastic.
Yeah.
Really, really like that. They mentioned that, because I never owned the original Kenner land speeder, but they've
Right.
added the little switch on the middle of the dashboard inside the land speeder, which raises and lowers the clear wheels on the bottom, which the original one had back in the 70s.
Oh, cool.
So you got that effect of it looking like it's hovering because of the clear wheels. So that was a nice touch. And then they also had the you could lift the engine cover up and see the engine. And obviously, the original engine in the original land speeder was, I think it was just a sticker, if I remember correctly,
Right.
inside of it. This one's got a proper looking
Yeah.
engine in it. They've done a great job of making this look, absolutely fantastic. And the best part about it for me is the weathering on it. I think the weathering looks fantastic. The paint apps on it look fantastic. It looks
Yeah.
like a battered old speeder, just like it did in the movie. So yeah, this has got me excited for vehicles. And you know me, that's not something I normally do. So yeah, I think I'll be picking this one up, because obviously
Yeah.
I've ordered the HasLab Cantina, and to create that scene, I've got to really have the land speeder sitting outside of the cantina, for part of the display. So yeah, I'll be definitely picking this up.
So you're thinking of expanding your loose collection somewhat?
Yeah, well, I have pre-ordered the cantina, so it'd be a
Mm.
shame to keep it in a box, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yes, for sure. Yeah. And it
Yeah.
also had the space for C3PO as well. Is that something you'd like to see moving forward? A new
Yeah, I think
3PO?
the mere fact that they mention C3PO by name tells me that he's coming pretty soon. I mean, he's got to be, really, hasn't he? I mean, they wouldn't have brought that up and then not bring out a new C3PO to put in that little space that they've created for him. So that would be bonkers. So yeah, I fully expect and love a new C3PO when that arrives.
Yeah, well, in addition to that, the other person or the other character that they mentioned was the Sand Trooper, which is on the box. Are we expected to see a re-release or an announcement for that, do you think, soon?
Well, I
What are your
mean,
thoughts?
again, they've got a picture of him on the box, so who knows with Hasbro? You know, you just don't know. But I mean, I would love to see him and I'd love to see like an army builder pack as well. That would be great for Sand
Yeah.
Troopers. But yeah, it definitely needs an update from the original that came out. So yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, obviously the land speeder didn't come on its own in the box.
No, that was what we're going
Yeah,
to get to, which is
yeah,
VC344A, which is the
yep,
deluxe Farm Boy Luke,
yeah, yeah,
with deleted scenes fatigues. I think they mentioned. So it's a cool looking little figure. This actually,
yeah.
loads of accessories with it and extras, including what was it, the binoculars, droid cooler, sun hat, hunting rifle. You know, they've seemed to have gone all out to tool this one,
Yeah, yeah.
and a good card image to go with it.
Excellent card image. I mean, it's on a deluxe card, as I've said in the past, and might be controversial. With the exception of Hammerhead, I actually don't mind the deluxe cards because eventually there'll be so many of them that you can have a shelf that just has deluxe cards on. So when you display them, it'll be fine. But that aside, at least we've already had VC344 Luke Skywalker without all the extra accessories, admittedly, but you know, you've still got that option. You can buy that one, so you don't have to buy this one if you don't want to, if you're a loose collector. So, you know, I know you don't get all the accessories, I know that, but at least in the past, it's been the opposite way around, hasn't it? They've released the deluxe
Yeah,
card first, and then a couple of months or years down the line, you get the single card. So I really like what they've done there. And bringing it out with the land speed is great as well, because you know you're getting 2 for 1, if you like. You know, you're getting the card back and the vehicle. So yeah, I thought the amount of accessories you got with this was pretty good. The sun hat's great. You know,
yeah,
the poncho thing, I think, that came with it, that looked pretty cool. So yeah, I
yeah.
thought this was a great addition. And as I said, I'll be picking the land speeder up, and I'll be well chuffed to get the card back with it.
Moving on then, VC365. We got Alexander Callis. Now,
Yeah.
do we need to re-record this Friday's Rebels Most Wanted? I believe we
Possibly.
did put this one in there, so
Yeah.
you're getting it at least. So that's something. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were your
Yeah.
thoughts?
No, it's yeah, no, yeah, great. He was on my top 10 most wanted, which people will be watching this Friday. So, you know, sorry about that.
Yeah,
But yeah, so it's on my list. So yeah, great, fantastic. Really wanted
yeah.
him. I really wanted this armor version of him. So this is great. Um, I haven't really got much more to say about it. It will sit nicely on my Rebels shelf, with all the Rebels crew and the other Rebels cards we've had. So yeah, really chuffed to get it, and I will definitely be pre-ordering it.
Yeah, absolutely. Right then, VC363, Carson Teva. Now, Steve Evans and Paul Sun Hyung Lee have hinted at this in the last week on Instagram and whatnot. So we could see this one coming. We knew it was coming.
Yeah, definitely.
But we're not opposed to having this one. I really like this. This is a really cool character. I really like the character in Mandalorian. And yeah, this one's a newly tooled figure. Looks really good. Cool card back. What more can you want?
I love the little skit that they did. I thought that was funny. And he has wanted this for quite some time. So I follow him on Instagram. Well, we both do.
We do, yeah.
You know, he's a massive collector as well. And it was quite funny, the banter that him and Steve Evans were doing back and forth all week. So yeah, we did expect it. But yeah, the figure is obviously it's a brand new figure. It looks fantastic. I love the detail on it. As they pointed out in the video. When you zoomed in on that jacket that he's wearing, you know, the figure is wearing. I mean, they've even got the patches that he created for the show
Yeah,
on that jacket, and I mean, it looks incredible. And for me as well, the card back is spectacular. So yeah, absolutely well chuffed with this one.
yeah.
It's one that we've definitely needed. and I may have to change my Mandalorian top 10 as well. Let's just say that.
Oh dear. But that's definitely one that we wanted, but come on, not as much as the next one we're going to talk about. Finally,
Yes.
we have it. VC364, Asajj Ventress. It's about time, isn't it? March Madness has really come good.
Mm.
Our top 10 TVC video from last week has aged really well, because this was your number one pick, wasn't it? But
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
how good is it that we've finally got this one?
Yeah, well, firstly, I'd say, obviously, having watched the results the other day of March Madness final, and obviously Mara Jade just beating out Asajj Ventress, I was a little bit disappointed. And at the end of the day, I know it's just a guide for Hasbro and for us fans to sort of say what we want, but I have to say, I was like, damn, man, I really wanted Asajj to win that. And then 2 days later, or a day later, she's announced, and I was just over the moon. I had no inclination whatsoever. I don't know if anyone else did, that she was going to get announced. And oh wow, man, I was so chuffed, because you and I love this character, don't we?
Yeah, brilliant character,
and
really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And what did you think of the paint apps and everything on her?
Yeah, superb, really, really good. And the fatigues that they've put on her, with the purples and the reds, it just looks great. It's a really cool looking figure. I think you might need to pick up a couple and maybe get a different loose collection going on. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I was just amazed when they zoomed in on her head and they showed the back of her head. I know it's a weird thing to sort of mention, but it looked so good. I couldn't believe how good it was. And then just to top it off, they picked an amazing card image for it as well. So yeah, this is up there with some of the releases over the last couple of years that I've been absolutely over the moon with. So yeah, this is what a great TVC day I think we've had today. I'm really, really chuffed.
Definitely, but that wasn't all, was it? There was 3 more announced for the Black Series, which is quite unusual. We normally get a good sort of balance for the most part, I'd say. So Black Series, the first one they showed off was the Undead Night Trooper from Ahsoka. What did you think of that? Because you don't collect Black Series anymore, but
it looked very cool, I have to say. I mean, I don't know enough about Black Series to give a detailed review of what it looked like, but if I was a 6-inch Black Series collector, I thought it looked really cool. I really like the sort of the half dead zombie you could see through the mask. I thought it looked really cool. But then again, saying that, as I'm saying, I'm thinking, well, does that really seem like Star Wars? I don't know, but it was in Ahsoka, so I guess it must be. But but it looks really, really cool, and I'm sure seeing an army of people who do figure photography, you can see an army of them sort of coming towards the camera, like acting like zombies. That would make a great photo, wouldn't it? So it looked really cool.
Yeah. The next one they also announced was also from Ahsoka, Ezra Bridger, the Peridian one, an updated one, not too bad. Yeah,
it's all right. I mean, I'm just not a big fan of Ezra as a character, and in that outfit he wore on Peridia, I was just a bit like meh. So it wasn't not for me, but it's not meant to be for me, so that's fine.
No, but maybe the next one might have been. I thought personally, SM33 was very, very good. It was very impressive. I think it's one that is needed in TVC, along with the other Skeleton Crew characters, to be honest. But this one had
pretty much all the characters,
pretty much all of them. Yeah, This one had really cool mechanics with the expanding limbs and the articulation. Such good detail, and they included the rat as well. So
a
good little addition. I was quite impressed by that one, I have to say, even though I wouldn't collect it.
No.
Yeah. So that's it. Yes, that was all the announcements. They are all available to pre-order tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I think they said. So that's 5 p.m. UK time.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's it. Yeah. Be sure to get those pre-orders in. I'm sure you will be.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Well, that's it then. That's our thoughts on these reveals. What did you all think? Do you agree that this has been one of the best TVC announcements? Let us know in the comments. And while you're there, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed this chat, and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.